everybody. This is Redefine Possible. My name is Jordan Johnson, and I am with the Chicago Sky women's professional basketball team. And I am here with Lorinda Dodgen, who is the Associate State Director with AARP. How you doing?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing good today. And today we're going to be talking about how to redefine possible. And we have other guests from the Chicago Sky, and she's representing AARP. And then we have Donnie Smith from Donnas House, and we're going to have a great show today. And but we're going to start with Lorinda today. You're having a good day, so that's great.
Yes.
And you're here because you're going to tell people how to redefine possible, which is great. And so just tell me a little bit more about AARP for those who might not know what AARP is.
AARP is a nonprofit membership organization, and what we do is advocate for the rights of the 50-plus population on the local, state, and national level. So many people know us in regards to what we do legislatively as well as our membership, but many people don't know what we do in the community. And so our goal today is to provide you with some information and some events that we're having in the community.
Yes, and that's what we're going to do with Redefine Possible. We're going to let people know the great things that we're doing in the community with AARP, with the Chicago Sky Cares Foundation, and with Donnas House. And we're just going to, right now we're going to play a video from AARP.
Chicago is amazing. I'm not going anywhere. But hey, am I really making the most of it? Somebody show me something I've never done before.
Hey, we hear you. It's why AARP is hosting tech classes where you can learn to master the latest technology. Join us at one of our free movie screenings and inspire the next generation by volunteering at schools all across Chicago. If you don't think this is right for me when you think AARP, then you don't know Aarp. Get to know us at aarp.org/Chicago.
Awesome. AARP. Yeah, we're glad to have you. And can you tell us a little bit more about Redefine Possible?
So the Redefine Possible segment is going to be 13 weeks of collaborative, collective shows through CAN TV. So AARP, Donnas House, and Chicago Sky, we do a lot of events separately in the community, but we also do a lot of events collaboratively. So our goal is to have a collective impact on community by providing amazing events and programs. We also have created a mentorship program, which you'll hear a little bit more about later in the segment.
Awesome. So AARP, we saw the video. It was great, positive vibes. But let us know more about what are you doing out in the community, like some of your past events, or how are you guys making a positive impact here in Chicago?
Awesome. We do have a lot of events in the community, and we'll show some of the screens of events that are coming up in April, and I'll talk a little bit about those. So we have a Microsoft class that's running from April 11th through June 20th. And this workshop has a lot of various subjects, getting to know Windows 10, avoiding frauds and scams, intro to Word, PowerPoint, Excel, how to use Skype and digital photos. So these are some classes that we have in collaboration with Microsoft. You can go to our website, aarp.org/IL. To find out more about the class as well as to register. Our next event is Movies for Grownups, which is a free screening. So we have a lot of events in the community that are free screening of movies. And we're viewing the movie Norman at AMC Lowe's Chicago Ridge 6. It's Monday, April 11th from 7 to 10 p.m. And again, you can always go to our website for additional information as well as to register.
And those events are pretty fun.
Yes, you've been to a few of our movies for grown-ups.
Yeah.
So we
those
try to
pretty
have
fun. Seen Taraji P. Henson, and that was a great experience.
Yeah, you went to Hidden Figures.
Yeah, I went to Hidden Figures. So I got a little crush on Taraji, so that was great to see. So AARP has been good to me.
We also have Fraud Watch Network and Shred events that are coming up for Money Smart Week, Wednesday, April 26th and 27th. We have 2 different locations in the community. Again, you can always find additional information and up-to-date events on our website. For more information, again, you can go to www.aarp.org/IL, or you can call 877-926-8300.
Awesome. Thank you so much for that. It sounds like you guys got a lot going on. And let's take some questions from the audience if there's any questions. You can join us at Redefine Possible. You can always call in at 312-738-1060, and you can call us, talk about anything that you would like to talk about with AARP. How you want to see AARP doing more in the community, how you want to get involved with AARP, how you want to get involved with Chicago Sky and learn more about what we're doing as well. So please call us and visit our sites at chicagosky.net, and you can find a lot more about what Chicago Sky Cares is doing, and visit aarp.org to learn more about AARP and AARP Foundation, and then Donnas House, which will be coming up next. You can definitely check them out at Donnas House, DonnasHouseInc.org. And with that being said, we have our next guest here with us. How are you doing today?
I'm wonderful. Hello, Chicago. So nice to be here.
Yes, this is Donnie Smith. She is the co-founder and the executive director of Donnas House. And for those who don't know of Donnas House, who don't know who you are, Ms. Smith, please let the people know about Donnas House and a little bit more about the organization.
Absolutely. So Donnas House started in 2013 at the Ark of St. Sabina, which is in the Auburn Gresham community. And essentially our goal was to provide free access to the arts for Chicago's youth and young adults. So what we noticed was that if you were low income in the city of Chicago, the likelihood of you having access to arts classes or arts programming was very low. And we ended up naming our program Donnas House after Kanye West's mother, Dr.
Oh, that name
Donna
sounds
West,
familiar.
who you may have heard of if you're in Chicago. And what happened was when Kanye was a teenager, Dr. West actually set up a recording studio for her program. And I'm sorry, she set up a recording studio for teenagers in the neighborhood. One of those teenagers was actually an artist by the name of Rhymefest, who also happens to be my husband. And what we did was we wanted to recreate that for youth of 2017.
That's awesome. That's great. And it looks like that Chicago Sky, Donnas House, AARP, Lorinda touched on it earlier, how we do things together and how we do things separately as well. But we want to touch on something that we're going to do something as a trifecta, try to do something special for those, like you said, 18 to 24-year-olds. And we're going to do a mentorship program with the three of us, with 3 of our organizations. Can you tell me some of what the mentorship program is and how it connects to Redefine Possible, and what are some of the goals that we want to accomplish?
Absolutely. So Redefining Possible is actually a new mentorship program targeted to 18 to 24-year-old artistic women who live in the city of Chicago that are interested in working on a very specific professional goal within the next year. So what we realized was that a lot of artistic young people do not have the capital and the capacity to support their professional goals. So what we're doing collaboratively is that we're bringing some of Chicago's most talented professional women and men together with some of the most ambitious, inspiring young women to work together on those professional goals.
That sounds amazing. I wish I just went over the 24 mark, and of course I'm not a woman, but I wish when I was growing up I was looking for programs like this. So this could definitely help some young person who is very aspiring to be successful in any walk of industry that they want to be in, and it's going to be great.
And we're recruiting.
Yeah.
We're recruiting professional women and men. If you're interested in having an impact on the city of Chicago in a way that is very authentic and direct, we encourage you to reach out to us via social media. We're all very active and live there. And then you can also go on the Donnas House website, which is Donnas House Inc., DonnasHouseINC.org, for the application, which will be available next week.
Yes, and please feel free to call either one of us. We'll love to get you a part of this program. And it looks like we have our very first caller for Redefine Possible. Caller, thank you so much for calling in with us. Can you please state your name and what would you like to talk about with us?
Hi, my name is Stephanie, and I really am excited about the fact that these three organizations are getting together, well-known organizations getting together to do something great. I hear that you're talking about this mentorship program, Redefining Possibility, so I'm sorry if you mentioned it already, but I chimed in late. Is there a way that I can keep abreast of what's going on with the mentorship? Do you have like a Facebook or something, or do I follow the organizations, Chicago Sky Cares and AARP?
Yeah, Donnie, you want to take it?
Yeah, so you could actually contact us in a variety of ways. You can contact us via social media, and our social media is at Donnas House. You can also contact us via email, and our email address is hello, HELLO, at DonnasHouseInc.org. And then lastly, if you're on Facebook, all of our organizations have a presence there. So you can also reach out on Facebook as well.
Great, thank you.
Thank you so much for your call. Have a good one. All right, now you guys do things on your own as well. So let's get into some upcoming events and programs that you have coming up.
For sure. So the first program that's actually a collaborative between AARP and Chicago's Department of Cultural Affairs and Special Events is called Bridges to the Blues. We are seeking musicians, poets, artists, rappers, etc., to basically apply before Friday. And if you apply, you're going to get invited to audition and interview, and you'll have the opportunity to perform at the Chicago Blues Festival.
Awesome.
And then our next program is Saturday, April 22nd. It is called Songwriting with Fonte. Fonte is in a hip-hop group called Little Brother, and also in another group called The Foreign Exchange. He's coming to do a songwriting workshop at the Chicago Cultural Center on April 22nd. And then lastly, we're currently recruiting for our summer program. It's called Project Us. All of our programs are 100% free for participants. You only have to be between the ages of 14 to 24. So you can get all of this information on our website, DonnasHouseInc.org.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, this is Donnie Smith with Donnas House. Thank you for blessing the people today and letting people know about the Redefining Possible mentorship program that the Chicago Sky Cares Foundation, AARP, and we're all going to do this together. And we thank you for coming on today.
Thank you so much for having me. And tune in next week. We're going to have some exciting guests for you on this show. And you're going to actually get to meet some of our Donnas House young people. So please tune in next week at this time.
Great. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Now we're just going to shift gears a little bit. And I'm Jordan Johnson. I'm with the Chicago Sky. And I lead all community outreach for the Teens Foundation, Chicago Sky Cares Foundation. And who I'm with here today is Nick Burke, who works close-handedly with me with the Chicago Sky Cares Foundation. He is our operations and our charity ticket coordinator. He manages all the groups that come out to our games, and we work together with outside events and programming. So how you doing today, Nick?
I'm doing good, my man. It's been a good day so far.
It's doing
Real
good.
day.
Yeah, so we're going to keep the vibes going, and we've been talking about the great things that AARP is doing and Donnas House is doing. And Redefine Possible is a brand of the Chicago Sky. So let's get into that. We have a cool video that we want to show before we get into the information. it seems like we're having technical difficulties with the sound. We'll try to get that fixed for you. But we're going to talk about the great things that Chicago Sky Cares is doing. What should we expect from the Sky? Let's talk about that.
Well, I got to start off. It's been a long off season.
Yeah.
We got our season coming up.
Mm-hmm.
Here, game starting on May 14th. Our first home game is May 19th. A lot of new stuff with our team this year. We got a new coach, Coach Amber Stocks, who's also our GM as well, who's coming in, trying to bring the championship culture back to our city. And we got a lot of new additions to the team, so we're really looking forward to the upcoming year. A lot of events upcoming too in the community that we're doing year round. So just a lot of stuff going on that we're excited about.
Yeah, it's great. And then tell the people at the games what do we do with all the charity groups and all the youth groups and military groups and cancer patients. How do we give them experiences at Allstate Arena?
Yeah, so basically we have our charity ticket program that provides opportunities for 501c3 nonprofits, a lot of our local schools here in the community, a lot of veteran organizations. We bring them out to the game, provide complimentary tickets and busing, and just really try and show them a good time, try to utilize our platform, our players and coaches to just inspire all the kids and the parents and families coming out to our game. So we try to really utilize that charity ticket program for the greater good here in Chicago.
That's great. That's great. And for those who are just tuning in, this is Redefine Possible with the Chicago Sky Cares Foundation, AARP, and Donnas House. And feel free to join the conversation. Give us a call at 312-738-1060. And we're going to talk more about Chicago Sky Cares Foundation. We have some cool events that are coming up with the Chicago Sky. And the first one that we're going to talk about is the Redefine Possible Women's Brunch. And one of our pillars that we focus on is inspiring women. And this Redefine Possible Women's Brunch is to celebrate diversity and the leadership with women and across business and community. And we're going to celebrate those who are breaking down barriers. There's going to be a panel discussion, structured networking, and a pop-up retail store for those who want to shop around and network and have a good time with this. And it seems like we have a caller with Redefine Possible. Thank you, caller, and please state your name and what would you like to talk with us about?
Hi, my name is Michelle. I wanted to know why is working in community so important for all of you? Everyone's talking about being in a community. Why is it important to all your organizations?
Yeah, community is important with the Chicago Sky because that's how we want to make a difference in Chicago. We want to make a positive legacy. We want to leave a positive impact, and we use our players and our coaches and the staff of the front office of Chicago Sky to inspire youth and inspire families to redefine their possible, to redefine their situations, and to be the best that they can be. And we do this through our youth and family initiatives, and we support military veterans, and we inspire women. Diversity and inclusion is another area that we do our efforts in, and of course health and wellness, and we inspire those to redefine their possible in these 5 key areas, and that's what's important to the Chicago Sky. And our owner, Michael Alter, he is the founder of City of Chicago, which is a nonprofit organization which helps kids in elementary school and middle school and high school to get their education, to finish school, and to do better things. And we're also partnering with AARP Foundation with their Experience Corps program, which is another literacy and reading program that we are proud to be a part of, and a part of the mentorship program that we use to inspire youth. And that's why all 3 of us are getting together with Donnas House to do the Redefining Possible mentorship program. And initiatives and programs like these are important to all of our organizations, and we feel like when all 3 organizations come together, we can do more, we can have a greater impact, and a lot more people will be inspired to redefine their possible. And thank you for your call. That was great. Good question.
Great call, great question.
Yeah, and another thing that's coming up with the Chicago Sky is we're partnering with Fifth Third Bank, and we're having a small business networking event, so workshop to inspire owners of small businesses to grow their business, how to access their business, how to grow awareness, financial literacy. And we're going to be partnered with Fifth Third Bank, and there's going to be another panel discussion there. And we're going to be out at the YMCA in the Hyde Park area at the YMCA on South Stony Island. But it seems like today's is a good show. We have another caller. This is great. We're glad that we're inspiring people to talk about community outreach today. Caller, please state your name and tell us what's going on.
Hi, this is Diana. I'm calling because this show is really interesting, and I wanted to know more about the Inspiring Women platform.
Yeah, the Inspiring Women's platform is a platform that Chicago Sky supports, and we do a lot within this area at our games and outside our games. Like I said before, if those who missed it, we're having a Redefine Possible women's brunch to celebrate women's leadership in business and community. And we also take this same brand, take the same platform and honor a woman leader at all of our 17 home games. And we're calling this a Redefine Possible Women's Leadership Series. And every home game, we honor a woman. And you can go on the ChicagoSky.net and nominate a woman who you feel is doing great things in business and making a difference in her community. And those are other ways that we inspire women. And of course, we inspire the young girls out there. Our players go out with groups like City Year and groups like Youth Guidance, and they're working a womanhood program. And we go out and answer these questions that young girls want to know. The girls want to see how Amber Stocks or Benai Jelani got to where they are today. And sometimes our professional athletes have been in those situations before that these young girls are coming up in. And when these young girls see that the coach can go from LA to Chicago, from Indiana all the way around, and be successful in doing professional basketball, coming from poverty or other struggle areas and situations, we can inspire young girls to be who they can be as well.
To kind of jump in on that too, our brand and our demographic, I would say, really expands all the way from kids to senior citizens, and we really try to inspire at a young age. One of the things with the WNBA, we try to inspire at a young age. That way, we create fans for life, and that's one of the things that the Chicago Sky has really been trying to just revamp and get going with the girls in the Chicago area, just to try and inspire them to, everyone can make a difference. These girls here in Chicago, with the players and coaches that we have. So that's just one of the main platforms that we definitely have, for sure.
For sure.
Yeah.
It seems like we have another caller.
They keep going in.
Keep calling us. We're here at 312-738-1060. Caller, we probably have about 2 minutes, so you got to state your question, comment very quickly. How you doing?
Hi, I see you have a lot of things on the south side. Anything on the north or the west side?
I'm sorry, say your question one more time.
You're doing a lot of events on the south side. Any events on the west side or the north side?
Yeah, so to kind of touch base on that, so we play out in Allstate Arena, which is in Rosemont, one of the suburban areas here in Chicago. We also, we do events throughout the entire city, north and south, east and west.
We're having an event in May on Rogers Park, on the table event at Roger C. Sullivan High School, and that's going to be May 16th, and you can go to ChicagoSky.net to find more information. Thank you for your call. And man, that was great. Redefine Possible. We're going to be here every Wednesday. Donnas House, AARP, Chicago Sky Cares Foundation, and please join the conversation. We had some great callers tune in with us and participate. We're here at 312-738-1060, and please reach out to us at ChicagoSky.net, AARP.org/IL Illinois, and www.donnashouseInc.org, and you can find out more information about what's coming up with all three organizations, more information on our Redefining Possible mentorship program, and a lot more to come every week. We're going to be here. And thank you, Nick, for coming with me. And
appreciate you having me, and make sure you check out all of our social media sites. follow us, subscribe, like our pages, you know, just
engage with us.
Yeah.
You know, we're out doing great things for the community. We want you guys to engage with us as well. Special thank you to Lorinda Dodgen and Donnie Smith, and we're out.